Let's up those numbers. Definitely subscribe, leave a like. We are going to be cooking really hard. Also, Hasan's, we are actually going to be making oh god, you are so not ready for today's episode. This might be the biggest one. This is going to be insanity. Actually insanity. Thank you for the 5 subs, LRH. All right, so let's start. So it all started with a little bit of tomfoolery. This is Rashid Al-Haddad. This is the Houthi pirate that was on Hasan's stream. So he posts on Twitter this image of himself. This is Luffy, guys. Luffy holding an image of Hasan Piker saying, "Thank you so much, Hasan Piker," in front of a ship that says Galaxy Leader. Now, you might recognize this ship. This is a ship that they captured. This is a Houthi captured ship. Like, dude, everyone keeps saying that, no, this guy, he's not a terrorist, he's not a terrorist at all. Then tell me how he's standing in front of the Filipino ship that was actually f***ing captured by Houthi terrorists. Like, I am not even joking. This is a terrorist holding a picture of Hasan Piker, the largest leftist streamer on the platform, in front of a ship captured by terrorists. Okay, I want to make this clear. So I absolutely responded to this. Thank you so much for making it so obvious, man. It is just beautiful. It's everything I want. This is art. Yes. Thank you for making it obvious. The terrorist and Hasan are actually buddies. Let's freaking go. Isn't that beautiful? Now, you have to realize, Hasan supports the Houthis.
You said Ethan's words can make him seem pro-Zionist and that he should be more thoughtful, but when he pointed out that your language could come off as supportive of terrorism, why not just admit that you're careless sometimes too to his fans? It made you look like you can't admit fault. I have no problem with the Houthis. Yeah, because I don't. What do you mean? If you think I'm a terrorism supporter for that reason, then yeah, I'm a terrorism supporter. What?
You are a terrorism supporter. You just said I am a terrorist supporter because you support the Houthis. Yes, sir. You just said it. You said if that's what you want to think, it's true. It is true. He straight up admits it. He supports the Houthis. He doubles down and triples down. This is a Houthi terrorist in front of a Houthi kidnapped ship that has a picture of Hasan saying thank you, and this person was hosted on Hasan Piker's stream. I want to make this very clear. This guy's going to jail, all right? And I will be covering that on the franchise. Absolute insanity. Now, I just want to show you what Hasan's fan base is actually like. So this guy, this is one of my followers on Twitter, whatever. He says, @Nuxtaku, this has got to end up in the next video. This is some sick and demented shit. Support 10 toes down. Absolutely true. And look at the responses. Just to be clear, I want to show you what I go through on an everyday basis when it comes to Hasan's audience. I just want to make I want to show you. Nux has to end up in the next beheading video. At Yemen, please aim for Nuxtaku. Wow. Incredible that you people have time for this while planning a mass shooting. Or whatever you freaks like besides lolly. Alright, that's more Hasan slander. Nuxtaku's obsessed with Hasan. He wants to suck him off, absolutely. You to Nuxtaku and his IDF brother that got killed by an improvised explosive outside Tel Aviv. Thank God my brother is alive and well. And the comments just keep going like that. This was a good one. Your mom, when she hears the gunshot coming from the basement. It's actually unreal. So anyway, so this is just a classic comment section. This is what I have to deal with on a daily basis, and I don't care. I will continue making fun of Hasan. Honestly, Operation Let Them Speak. Operation Let Them Speak. Let them keep fucking admitting that this is the shit that's going on. Hell yeah, dude. Hell freaking yeah. Pretty great shit. Anyway, now Hasan also supports Hamas. I just want to make this a reminder. 12 American aid workers were murdered by Hamas, and others were tortured in Gaza in the last week. So Hasan Piker, your terrorist buddies murdered 12 Americans and tortured more in the last week. You support terrorist organizations that are murdering American aid workers. I just want to make this clear. This guy's a demon. He's going to be in prison, and I'm going to cheer. So I wanted to show you the actual clip with the gun. This is crazy. Look at this clip with the gun, and then I'm going to show you the full context after we cover some of the most insane shit you've ever seen. So this is Hasan Piker over here reacting to someone in his chat.
It's time to crusade Iran and Gaza. Mamdani communists. Let's go to war against the left.
In our
Right, so remember, this is Twitch's rules. Twitch's rules. We prohibit activity that may endanger your life. Right.
sincerity and actually delivering for the very working people.
What is bro holding over there? He reads a comment in his chat that he doesn't like, and he pulls out a gun.
Left behind by our
Bro! No orange tip, by the way.
compared with what
Happy July 4th, everybody. It's America Day. Finger on the trigger, even though he's not intending to fire. He has no idea about gun etiquette at all.
President Trump has been able to do. You know, over this
He's pointing it at himself, which is, again, the worst gun etiquette of all time.
same period of time that I've been running has been.
He, of course, he walks away.
I would tell him
He points it at himself.
we couldn't get my name right. We defeated them.
Bro, what is happening?
And that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair
He's like looking threateningly at the camera while pointing the gun at his own crotch.
enough. As you may or
Least useful terror supporter. So anyway, Hasan gets one of his longtime chatters to dox him.
Oh,
Alright.
you found his account?
They
I'll
found
show
him.
you 3 ways you can use.
But it's not the right guy! It's a different guy! They doxed the wrong guy! Now, to be clear, this is the Twitch rules. Doxing is not allowed, even if they expose the information available via public record. It is still considered doxing on Twitch.
Wait, this is the guy?
No,
First
it's
thing we want
not.
to do is download the YouTube VPN
He doxes the wrong person.
app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
So what does he do when he sees the guy?
Fuck are you?
He picks up the gun to threaten him. Use of weapons to threaten is bannable on Twitch.
What you do, bro? Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he
Bro?
says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do? Go on a fishing expedition? Try to fucking put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch.
All right.
Ugly ass. That's not him, it's this.
And then he realized that he doxed and threatened the wrong person.
Hey yo, that ass G, my bad pimp. That's just what happened when you a motherfucking real ass boss.
Does he even
Alright.
show his face in it?
Ping for US servers is kind of high, or there is
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse.
All right, so then he decides to dox another guy. This stuff that he's speeding up, by the way, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that happens during the speed up later. I found the actual timestamp in the original VOD. I will show it to you, the actual full context, because it's even worse.
Fucking dude who is
He points the gun at himself.
advocating
Look, I don't know if you were... Okay, you weren't able to see that. I'll show that to you in his actual VOD.
to
But he, the magazine for the bullets falls out of the gun, and he puts it back in.
this fucking dude who's advocating to hang me for treason is mad at me, okay? Is mad at me and doesn't realize that
By the way, Hasan is anti-gun. You have to realize, politically speaking, he's anti-gun. Yeah, I'm going to show you the context later. It's crazy.
he already got site-wided.
Wolf G, thanks for the 5 subs.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this.
They already got fucking
Look at
clapped.
this. Bam! Immediately banned on Twitch. Not Hasan. Hasan was not banned on Twitch. Do you know who was banned on Twitch? The person in chat. Not banned from Hasan's chat. Banned on the entire platform. That means someone at Twitch saw this happening in real time and immediately banned not the guy with the gun threatening a viewer and doxing him, but they banned the viewer from Twitch.
Hanged.
Twitch staff simultaneously instant bans anyone who insults Hasan, while he also does nothing when he doxes and threatens a chatter with a firearm live in front of 30,000 people. Brother! Is that not actually insane? So, I wanted to show you this, because that is the actual context. So I'm going to show you Asmongold's reaction, because it's beautiful.
Hasan doxes a user while threatening them with a firearm.
Dude, I love this because there's...
What?
Like, every time
Politics
you...
compared with what President
Every time you hear something happen with Hasan, you're like, nah, there's no way it could get worse. Okay, he supports, like, dude, in the beginning, he was just, he said America deserved 9/11. And then I was like, yo, he's supporting terrorists. And everyone's like, no, what do you mean? He's not supporting terrorists. What are you talking about? Now it's undeniable he supports terrorists. And it's like, okay, and he's also advocating for terror attacks in America as well. And everyone's like, no, he's not doing that. And then, yes, that was proven to be true as well. It's like America, and then Hasan doxes a viewer on stream while threatening them with a gun. No, that can't happen.
President Trump has been able to do. Who couldn't get my name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I will show you 3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download
it's not.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro? You skinny bitch.
So it's
Ugly
so
ass.
wait a minute. So it was the wrong guy anyway. That wasn't even him.
That's not him, it's Viv.
That's not him. So he just goes off on this random dude. Twitch staff simultaneously instant bans anyone who insults Hasan while does nothing while he doxes and threatens to chatter with a firearm in front of an audience. That's crazy. To pull out a gun and be waving it around on stream. Do you think Twitch will do anything? I really
Yeah,
want.
they'll give him a 24-hour ban next Sunday.
I've got a feeling I know the answer to that, and I've got a feeling that everybody knows the answer to that.
Personally, happy birthday, Hasan Piker. Birthday. Yeah, and that's when all of Twitch came together to sing happy birthday to Hasan Piker. Definitely not biased people. Now, I am personally really happy about this, okay? Wolf G, thanks for another 5 gifted subs. Now, I am personally very happy about this happening, because the worse it gets for him, the better the punishment is going to be. This is gonna be amazing. And all you gotta do is subscribe to Nuxanor, because I will be there, never fear. But it gets so much worse. It is literally so much worse. So, I tweeted, this Hasan dude must have filmed Dan Clancy at the Diddy parties he went to, because otherwise, how does he have so much dirt on him, bro? He's got to have some crazy dirt on Dan Clancy to not get banned after literally doing this shit. Bro, there is going to be a day of reckoning. Twitch is going to get gutted, by the way. It is inevitable that it is going to get gutted, all right? So, I don't know. Maybe he has some dirt on him at the Diddy parties. I don't know what is going on, bro. So let me get this straight. Hasan Piker displayed a gun live on Twitch with the intent to threaten a content creator who he tried to dox, who also he mistakenly confused as one of his haters and has not received punishment. Of course not! Absolutely not. Oh my, Operation Let Them Speak keeps working. Like, you have to realize, Hasan is trying his best to not be violent now because he knows people are watching him, and this is still what he does. And by the way, I'm going to show you in the actual clip, you could tell that he immediately regrets. He immediately regrets what he did the moment after he does it. I'm going to show you the actual context on his stream. It's even worse. So this is Tectone reacting to that.
So the moment Hasan finds out what this viewer looks like, find out who this viewer's identity is, he is so comfortable that he's holding a Glock, holding a fucking gun, saying, what the fuck are you gonna do, little bro?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's threatening a viewer. Thank you for the 5 subs. Communist with a Gucci bag. That is diabolical.
Now, guys, correct me if I'm wrong.
Right.
Is this not a threat on someone's fucking life?
Of course it is! But then again, he's a terrorist supporter, all right? He supports terrorists. He supports the terrorists that just murdered 12 American aid workers, okay? You have to realize.
How comfortable do we have to be to wave around a gun when you find someone's image on the internet? Correct me if I'm wrong.
That's crazy.
Now, I have a feeling if I were to go around swinging my guns, I would certainly be banned promptly, most likely permanently.
Bro, you have to realize, Tectone was banned on Twitch for calling Frogan fat, okay? Now listen, Frogan goes on stream, turns on the camera, and, you know, does this. That's your average Frogan voice. That's what she sounds like on her average stream. And then Tectone's like, she fat. And then Tectone gets banned. Tectone gets banned for 2 weeks. All right, for calling Frogan fat. Okay? What is going on? And then Hasan goes on, you skinny bitch, you ugly ass, and then points a gun at him and threatens him. And no problem, that's fine.
Make a prediction. What punishment do you think Twitch's Golden Boy is going to get for this? Most likely the front page. Let's keep going here. Gets worse.
Oh, write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do? Go on a fishing expedition? Try to put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch. Ugly ass.
Oh. Don't worry, guys. It's about to get better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So he is berated his appearance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Everyone's so upset about this. I'm literally partying. This is my day. Oh, God. I feel like Winston Churchill felt after Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. Obviously a terrible thing that happened, but Winston Churchill was really happy that then America joined the war. All right, that's... This is a wild analogy, but I kind of feel like Winston Churchill at that very moment. All right, I have been calling this guy a terrorist supporter, stochastic terrorist for a very long time, all right? And for so long, I've gotten so much heat from everyone for saying that. You have no idea. Oh, God, thank you. July 4th, and Hasan pulls out a gun on stream. Holy.
I got banned for that. He has threatened someone's life on stream with a gun. Nothing has happened. Let's keep going.
Yeah, nothing happens. Don't worry. That's crazy, by the way. But don't worry, it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. So, you might have missed this. So, I wanted to show this to you. This is crazy. And it's
fucking
look at Hasan. All right, I'm keeping it here so that you can see it. Nothing's covering the screen. Pay attention to his hand.
This fucking dude.
Look at it's in slow motion. His clip of bullets falls out of his gun. Zero gun safety. This is insanity. Do you see this?
Who
It's not a clip, it's a mag. Shut the fuck up.
is advocating to
And he
this
just calmly
fucking
puts it
dude
back in the gun.
who's advocating to hang me for treason.
Did you see that? Did you see that? This is insanity.
This fucking
The way
dude
the mag falls out of the gun.
who
Oh my God, this is insane. And he's just waving it around everywhere. Holy. This is some sneako shit. Anyway, Tectone tweets, and I think this is a pretty good tweet. First, Twitch, y'all are retarded, which is, in my opinion, a diagnosis. And you just look at the basic laws. You look at the fucking Twitch rules, and there is no debating this, right? Yes, doxing, that's #1 thing that he should be banned for. Use of weapons to threaten, intimidate, that's another one. We also prohibit activity that may endanger your own life or lead to your own physical harm. And here he is pointing a gun at himself. Like, this is crazy. It is insanity that it got this far. But don't worry. Yanks, the memes are everywhere. The memes are going wild. These are replies to me. I don't know how you guys did what you did, but I agree, by the way. I think that the memes are important. Memes are the greatest way to proliferate love into this world. I support it completely. Now, the crazy thing is, the actual crazy thing is, this is Hasan Piker's biggest glazer, Mike from PA. All right, before I show you the actual Hasan clip in full context, because it's so much worse, I have to show you what's been going on Twitch. So this is Mike from PA. Hasan Piker's biggest glazer. He goes around, he also basically harasses and slanders people all the time. He also doxes and threatens a viewer in the same day. There is no way.
All right, chat, we're going to find out who Finsane is. This guy's account is an old account. I want you guys to do everything you can to find Finsane's posts on every website. Let's find it out.
All right, so there's one guy in his chat that he didn't like, so he tells his audience to go find out all of his posts on every website.
Find out what his public posts are. The internet is public posting. You are a public figure.
But this is bannable on Twitch, by the way.
Hey, I found you. Let's see some of your tweets. What have you liked? Oh, wait, you have a private? Oh, wait, here's your reposts.
So,
what type of content is this? This is content for 5 IQ person. You're a dumb fuck. You're a stupid piece of shit.
This episode of the Joe Rogan Experience with Bernie Sanders perfectly illustrates what Joe Rogan's been talking about when he's been saying you can't bullshit for 3 hours. You know, the truth is going to come out. You're going to show what you really are.
This is it?
And by the way, she was right. She was correct. The Joe Rogan experience with Bernie Sanders was a complete sham, by the way. All right. Basically, Joe Rogan said that no one should ever attack the media when the media lies about you.
This is what you retweet, bro? This is it? This is it? Insane? This is what you think is a good point? A dumbass putting makeup on? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Why'd you run away? I gave you the attention you wanted. You got a little quiet. I'm gonna give you all the attention you can handle.
Huh?
Why are you showing me names of people that I dated in 6 years ago? All right, the last bong lord research. We're doing some. Everybody, the last bong lord.
All right, so there's this random guy on Twitch that says something in his chat that he doesn't like, named Bong Lord. So he goes after Bong Lord.
We're gonna find out more. Hold on, oh, Valheim, huh?
These guys are creepy, fuck.
I think we got some clips, huh? Oh, no? You didn't keep any? Better band? What is this?
By the way, he has no idea if this is the same guy. All right? He typed Bong Lord into Google. And he gets this YouTube channel, The Bong Lord. You have no... Bong Lord, there's no way this is the same guy. Like, come on, dude. But he doesn't care.
I'm the Bong Lord.
You think this is it? I think this might be the guy, right?
Yeah, why do you think it's the guy?
He's wearing glasses. He's wearing glasses with his balaclava.
You're making fun of him for wearing glasses?
New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Just watching cringe random videos.
No women were involved in the making of this video.
The irony, by the way, of coming from this guy who every time he comes close to touching a woman, they all literally push him away.
This is hilarious. I'm dying. Me too. I just saw your content. I think being a fan of Asmongold. So tell me more about yourself, Bong Lord. What are you doing for a living? What are you doing? How's your life going? Did you ever get that degree? Your mom wanted me. Your mom wanted me to ask you if you ever got that degree.
Is this not insane?
I mean, I guess you should just go.
Just going through like different people's like, look, dude, look at
Stuff?
this.
Oh, I think I found your Instagram.
What the fuck? This, first of all, bannable on Twitch. This is doxing. Even if the information is public, it's still counted as doxing on Twitch. Don't forget that. Do not forget that.
Let's take a look. No.
Bro, insanity. So someone made a actual speed run of his.
All right, chat. We're gonna find out who Finsane is. This guy's account is an old account. I want you guys to do everything you can to find Finsane's posts on every website. Let's find it out. Let's find out what his public posts are. Hey, I found you. Let's see some of your tweets. What have you liked? Oh wait, you have a private? This is what you retweet, bro? This is it? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Why'd you run away? I gave you the attention you wanted. Blue Daisy. Okay, we've got another one. I think this might be the guy, right? Hey, you're Canadian. It seems like you're disabled. He's wearing glasses. Let's get the research. What's the website that shows everybody's following? He deleted his entire internet history after I exposed him. Anger has a function. Rage serves a function. People will be able to buy Israeli passports like souvenirs. Our generation is going to clean this fucking country out of all the scum that supported Zionism.
Yeah, another classic Hasan Piker orbiter. Let's go. These are the goats. These are the people that are inspiring an entire generation. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, it's pretty beautiful stuff. It's pretty wonderful. Hell yeah, dude. So, meanwhile, another person in the Hasan lawsuit. This is Casey Tron. Y'all remember Casey Tron? She's the one that called me an incel freak. Hilariously ironic. But this is her raising money for a lawsuit against copyright by playing a movie on screen with no commentary. She is supposed to be here. She went to the bathroom. So her response to copyright lawsuit is playing a full movie on stream where she was not there for chunks of it. Where are you, Casey Tron? I can't find you anywhere. Yeah, truly diabolical. It really is. Like, this is fucking insane. The irony is absolutely wild. Now, the funniest thing is, for me, and someone in my comment section actually pointed this out to me. I had no idea this happened. So I reacted to this video where she got married. All right, Mazel Tov, congratulations, incredibly based. You got married, hell yeah, your poor husband. So this is her getting married. All right, announcing that she's so happy that she's in love with her husband. So this was in my video, okay, yesterday, and I had a comment point this out to me because obviously I had no idea that this was the case. But listen to this.
Loser, incel. Oh my god, how dare she say incel? She doesn't even know what that means!
Alright, so she obviously has some sort of mental handicap. But did you notice something? I didn't pick this up. Thank you for the sleuths in my comments. Pay attention again to any weird sound effects you might hear.
Incel. Oh my god!
What was that? What was that? Any of you recognize that sound? Any of you recognize that notification? I'll admit I did not. One more time. One more time.
Like, okay, loser, incel. Oh my god, how dare she?
Alright, now that I think we've all made it clear, what is that sound that keeps coming up? Someone in my chat introduced me to the app Grindr. This is the notification for Grindr. It's unmistakable, right? It's absolutely unmistakable. It is 1000% Grindr. There is no other. Absolutely. Grindr is a gay dating hookup app, which means she is showing off her husband, who is actively on Grindr with notifications on out loud. Okay, listen, her husband is mega gay. Happily married, by the way. Dude, I'm so proud of my fucking chat. You guys are actually the goats. I'm just letting you know. You people are wonderful, beautiful people. So, someone picked me up on that. I didn't know. I didn't know what fucking Grindr sounds like. I had no idea. Listen.
Like, okay, loser, incel. Oh my god, how dare she?
It's unmistakable. It's unmistakable. Bro, so she goes out. She marries this guy. She marries this guy. Meanwhile, he's actively perusing Grindr. That's crazy. Anyway, to make fun of other Hasan retards, before we actually watch the full context from his stream, Taylor Lorenz is a hack journalist that has constantly been glazing Hasan. Constantly. I mean, this is me. I made a tweet saying that it's pretty weird that the journalist that's glazing Hasan. It's pretty weird that the journalist glazing Hasan also says America deserved 9/11. So she makes this entire thread saying that how America actually did deserve 9/11, and then she retweets straight slander about me. All right, Nuxanor defends the sexualization of underage women? No. And has admitted to watching CSAM? No. I've never done any of these things. This is retarded. And she just reposts it. Journalist, by the way. So this is the hack journalist that keeps glazing Hasan. You'll notice that she even responds to Bad Empanada. Bad Empanada is known for saying things like this. Zionists anywhere, I mean, Zionists just people that think that Israel has the right to exist as a country. Zionists anywhere are combatants actively spreading propaganda to enable genocide. Their words kill, they must be stopped. He's saying kill Zionists anywhere, all right? He has more and more of them. If the colonizer puts children into occupied territory, they are responsible for their fate. This is him saying it's okay to kill Israeli babies. All right? Then you get this one saying 90% of Israelis support the massacre of Palestinian civilians. It's a complicit population that's a valid target. He is saying that Israeli civilians are valid targets. And this one's wild. He says October 7th was justice. It was glorious. You choose to live on a colonial frontier. You get what you seek. Actively supporting the terrorists that killed innocent people and raped people on October 7th. Like, this is a complete freak. And of course, Taylor Lorenz, everyone's favorite hack journalist, decides, yes sir, I am absolutely going to support this guy. Fuck yeah, baby. This dude's a freak, honestly. Yeah, like an actual freak. Diabolical. Now, the irony is, so if you support October 7th, I've said this every single time, and I say it again, because you have to remember Hasan Piker also supports October 7th. If you support October 7th, then you wanted genocide in Gaza. because you claim that there's a genocide going on in Gaza. So if you want October 7th, then that was the outcome of October 7th. Yes, so that means you support what's happening in Gaza right now, because that's what you wanted to happen, right? That's what happens when you support Hamas, yeah, I guess. So anyway, to get into context for what Taylor Lorenz did recently, because this is actually insane. This is a clip from a music festival in England.
Free! 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 Alright, but have you heard this one though? Death to the IDF! Death to the IDF! Death to the IDF!
Right, so there's this guy, he's singing death to the IDF. The IDF is the Israeli Defense Force. It is a mandatory military service. Every single person in Israel is part of the IDF. So this him saying death to the IDF means kill all the IDF people, right? So Taylor Lorenz, but now let me show you this video from another angle, because there's actually more footage than you even saw.
Single time, and death to every single IDF soldier out there.
All right, so he is saying death to every single soldier. All right, that's everyone, okay? This is genocidal language, it is. Now, again, I believe in freedom of speech. I don't really fucking care what some random British retard says. He was dropped from his label. His visa was revoked from America, obviously. But the point that I'm trying to say is, he is saying death to every single IDF soldier. That is what he's saying. It's actually genocidal language without even a shadow of a doubt. So this is Taylor Lorenz, the hack journalist that's glazing Hasan all the time. And she not only defends the language, but she also goes out of her way to defend the chant's death to America as well.
We should do next is stop the genocide. Again, if people want the public and these artists to have more positive sentiment towards the Israeli military forces, then
I don't think anyone wants positive sentiment. I don't know why you twisted it around. We're saying we don't want anyone to call for the death of anyone. I mean,
okay,
if you are...
That's incitement of violence, right? That happened in England. In England, you go to jail if you protest against abortion. You go to jail, all right? Like, literally, you go to jail for shit like that. But in England, when you call for the death of people, that's why.
Advocating against genocide and you don't want people to be killed, how can you turn around and say at the same breath that you think chanting for death should be contextualized?
Yeah, he's right. He's completely right. Absolutely. It's like, you are so against vile language and chanting for deaths, but here you are chanting for the death of every single person in Israel, basically.
Somehow.
Well, yeah.
Also, by the way, you have to realize, the IDF, the military, without the IDF, every single Jew in Israel would be killed. All right, they are surrounded by terrorist organizations. Each terrorist organization has soldiers numbered in the tens of thousands that are trying to kill every Jew in Israel. They are. They say it themselves. Without a military, you're killing 7 million Jews. All right, I'm just saying. So not only is she supporting the chant's death to the military, but also death to everyone in the country. That is what she's saying, and there's no twisting it around.
Because again, if an army is committing genocide and slaughtering babies and creating the highest rate of child amputees in the world, and if that is what they have done for months and years now, and then the public is rightfully outraged about that
calling
genocide.
Calling for their death, that's the issue. It's not,
calling for the death of a military entity that is currently committing.
But this is the death of a military entity, not soldiers, a military entity.
Oh, Taylor, you can't keep saying.
Even Pierce Morgan, and this dude's an A-tier grifter, and he's like, bro,
it's a compulsory army.
You don't even believe that when you're saying it.
Yeah.
If they say death to the British Army, no one's taking that as meaning the institution. They're taking it as meaning British soldiers.
When people say death to America, they mean death to American imperialism.
Here's her defending death to America.
That is subjugated.
Oh, no. When people say death to America, they just mean death to American imperialism. No, they don't. They don't. They directly want an apocalyptic world where they want to blow up America.
They don't. They mean death to America.
And everyone knows this. Everyone knows that she's completely retarded.
That's a very generous.
As the supreme leader of Iran, what they mean.
I don't think you even believe this as you're saying it, Taylor, do you?
Again, they didn't say death to Israelis. They said death to the IDF. Again,
who are Israelis?
Yeah, every IDF soldier. He said death to every IDF soldier. What are you talking about?
Genocide.
This is why I love Operation Let Them Speak. Operation Let Them Speak. It's beautiful. Let her speak. Let her keep putting more feet in her mouth. This is the journalist glazing Hasan Piker, by the way.
It's a compulsory service. We have to join the army in Israel.
You can choose to not join the army, of course.
Well, yeah, and then you go to jail.
Of course, and go to prison.
And go to prison. It's a mandatory service, okay? What are you talking about? Dude, Taylor Lorenz, you pay taxes? You pay taxes? You're literally funding a genocide in Gaza every time you pay taxes. You could not pay taxes. Why don't you just not pay taxes instead? Oh, you'll go to jail? You're right. Anyway, Piers Morgan absolutely fucking cooks. Another guy, another dude.
When people say the NHS will die, literally they will say the NHS will die without reform, are they saying that they're going to be the mass murder of doctors and patients?
So to be clear, when you watch that rapper at Glastonbury chanting and leading a chant with thousands joining in of death to the IDF, you instinctively believe...
He said it himself. He said...
Oh, no, he said it since. So you accept then that the rapper was talking about soldiers?
No.
People...
No, of course not. Of course it's not talking about soldiers. Soldiers? Why would he be talking about soldiers? I mean, he literally said it.
People call for the death of the Russian army all the time.
Do you believe him 100%?
Yes.
That when he said death to the IDF, he didn't mean individuals... Do you believe that?
Well, he's actually, unlike... I mean, this is the irony. Do you know what the irony is?
Well, just answer my question first.
Yes, I do.
Because new footage has emerged.
That's the footage I showed you where he said death to every single IDF soldier.
And death to every single IDF soldier out there.
All right, so you have everyone bending over backwards, trying their absolute best to say, no, death to IDF means death to imperialism and colonialism, not death to any soldiers. And then there's actual footage of him literally saying death to all the soldiers, too.
As an agent of terror.
I've known you a long time. I have a lot of respect for you. You just have to admit, when you hear that, you were wrong to defend him in the way you defended him. He didn't mean IDF. He didn't mean IDF the entity. He did it. But you accept now that you were wrong. He didn't mean that.
I didn't hear. I've only heard for the first time.
You've heard that. So what? Now you've heard that. Do you still say he only meant the entity?
Well, no. Obviously now he's made clear what he meant.
So
obviously now he's made clear. You know, he did it at day one. He made clear. All right. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the contextualizing that's going on here. Now, we have more retards to make fun of, okay? Because once we're on the Piers, I have to show this to you. So we all remember my favorite character. Right, this guy is my favorite character of all time. This lovely nurse from Wales. We all love him. He's amazing. He is coming back.
Babies and their breasts are empty.
Their breasts are empty.
Do you know what that smells like?
Do you know what that smells like? All right, so I love this guy. He's my favorite character of all time, breast guy. So, of course, you know, do you know what that smells like? Everyone wants to know. Now, believe it or not, they found more footage of this incredibly empathetic guy. All right, and Piers Morgan actually got him on his show.
Allow us to march to Gaza. We're peaceful people. We're good people.
We are peaceful and good.
Muslims. We're Christians. We're atheists. We're Jews. We are humanity. We are here for humanity. What are you here for? You don't have to do this. You don't have to follow the orders. Please, I'll go on my knees and I will beg you. Allow us to march to Palestine.
Allow us to march to Palestine. Right, this is a nurse from Wales who came to protest in Egypt for Gaza. And obviously they didn't let him in because there's fucking walls between Egypt and Gaza. They don't let anyone in. They didn't take a single Gazan refugee the entire war. They don't like Gazans at all.
Please, you got...
Right, so he's my favorite character. He's the breasts are empty guy. Your average leftist dude that decides to protest.
You've got to listen to me.
So this is him, the peaceful guy. I have so much love in my heart. Allow us to march to Palestine. So this is what he has to say.
To the IDF.
And here he is chanting death to the IDF. I have so much love in my heart. I have so much love. These people are like actual freaks, man.
Well, Lee Evans joins me now. Mr. Evans, thank you very much indeed.
So this dude, he got him. This is the guy. He got the guy. He's here, bro.
For joining me. I just want to start with you chanting death to the IDF. When you're campaigning to stop people being killed, why is it a good thing to then immediately yourself start to call for people to be killed?
Well, firstly, the IDF isn't a people.
You know, it's just every single Israeli that has a mandatory military service, but it's not a people. Good defense, bro. I don't care. Anyway, he has a whole hour-long conversation. I don't give a shit. I literally do not care at all. I just find it hilarious that the breasts are empty guy actually had a full character arc. But now, I wanted to show you the actual Hasan Piker context to him waving his gun around, because it is so much worse than what you actually saw. It's like, it's not even close. It's a million times worse than the actual clip. So we're gonna be breaking it apart. get ready. You are so not ready.
You know, much of that, of course, was false. But I'm particularly interested. This kind of wild talk can actually result in harm in the real world. I was wondering, I guess, first your reaction. And
right. So the irony is, he's reacting to this Zoran Mamdani guy, the guy that's going to become probably the next mayor in New York City, who, by the way, identifies as black. I'm going to show you a clip of that right after this. It's very cool. It makes sense. It's pretty great. So, anyway. Yes, he does. It's a true story. I'm going to show you that clip right after this Hasan thing, okay? It's a real thing, I promise. It's going to be glorious. My content has reached peak, okay? If you're not subscribed to Nuxanor, you're missing out. Let's up those numbers. So here he is talking about how words can affect real-world violence, all right? That's what they're discussing.
Whether or not the NYPD has assigned you any additional security.
You know, I'm lucky to have security throughout the day, and I appreciate the work of the NYPD.
It's time to crusade Iran and Gaza. Mamdani communists. Let's go to war against the left. Hasan Piker getting beat up soon. Mamdani is such an idiot. We will fight the left before they elect the communists. Every infidel shall be hung for treason. Hang Mamdani for treason. Hang Hasan for treason. Fuck yes. Yes.
All right. Bro crashed out, that's for sure.
Okay, chatter.
All right, so now Hasan gets one guide in a wonderful way.
Good luck.
And making that a reality for me, but also a reality for New Yorkers at large.
So what did
and
he do?
Ultimately, what we're
Immediately, it's chair react time. He keeps it playing.
seeing in
He gets
President
up.
Trump's rhetoric is an attempt to focus on who I am, where I'm from, what I look like, how I sound, as opposed to what I'm actually fighting for. Because to do so would be to display the stark contrast in
chair
our
react.
sincerity and actually
And he
delivering
comes
for the
back
very
with a
working
gun.
people who've been left behind by our politics, compared with what President Trump has been able to do. You know, over the same period of time that I've been
Points it at himself a few times.
running has been the moment where President Trump ran a presidential campaign premised on making life easier for working class Americans, on making cost of living that much lower, on actually
He's
having
still
cheaper
chair reacting.
groceries, and he's been unable and uninterested to deliver on any of that, instead focusing on cruelty in the manner that we've just heard today. And what I would tell him is that the last person who couldn't get my name right, we defeated them, and that's what it's going to look like again.
Okay, fair enough. As you may have heard, a number of business leaders in the city have been meeting in a state of, I would characterize it as panic. I'm not sure if they would agree, but they seem to be trying to rally support for Eric Adams or even for Andrew Cuomo or anybody in order to try and stop Zoran Mamdani from becoming
Everyone in chat's losing their mind.
the mayor. What would your message to them be?
My message would be
Open presents. Thank you for the 100 gifted subs.
All right, communist made $250. All right. Keeps going. He's reading chat to make sure if he should double down. Should he double down on threatening a Twitch chatter? Should he do it?
Oh, you found his account?
Today, I was
And he immediately says, you found his account. His moderators were on it. Dox him immediately. So, to be clear, this is not the guy. This is a different guy.
show you 3 ways you can use your smart.
Wait, this is the guy?
First thing we want to do is download the YouTube VPN app, which we can do through the first link in the description.
Fuck are you gonna do, bro?
And he picks up a gun to threaten him. The wrong guy, by the way.
Write a petition? Let's do a crusade, he says. Let's do a fucking crusade, he says. Let's hang Hasan and Mamdani for treason, he says. The fuck are you gonna do?
Bro, saying the fuck are you gonna do while holding a gun, showing the wrong guy is actually insane work.
Go on a fishing expedition? Try to fucking put malware in my phone? Is that what you're gonna do? You skinny bitch. Ugly.
And even chat's like, chill, it's a joke. Even chat's starting to get word like, oh my god, it's a joke. Oh lord, yo, whoa, stop.
Ass.
People are actually getting scared, bro. And then someone in his chat says, that's not him, it's this guy. A different guy! He was on the wrong account.
That's not him, it's this. Oh, it's even worse. Oh my God. Does he even show his face in it?
Ping for US servers is kind of high, or there is.
Oh no, it's even worse. It's even worse.
All right.
Guess who he's a fan of?
All right, look at this. So they found in his entire history, he made one chat in Asmongold's Twitch saying, "First time catching you on." He had one message in Asmongold's chat in his history. And he's like, "Oh, it's an Asmongold fan."
Awesome. First time catching him on Lamau, the infamous chat.
No US server, so. But the ping hasn't really affected my gameplay at all.
Bro got one guide so badly, it's crazy.
To this point.
The fact that he doesn't even like say, "My bad, I doxed and threatened the wrong guy." Right? Everyone in chat, what a fuck soy. Inbred, inbred.
There has been mine.
Bro, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how this fucking dude, who is...
And he drops the mag out of his gun.
Is advocating to... This fucking dude who's advocating to hang me for treason is mad at me, okay? Is mad at me and doesn't realize that Trump is going to cook his family.
What? What? I had to show you this clip. It gets even worse. It gets even worse. What do you mean? Trump is... What are you talking about?
Okay.
Right, he is fighting for your rights.
Trump is going to destroy this motherfucker's family.
Why? Are they illegal in the country or something?
Like your grandparents and all of the people that you love and cherish.
What?
Are going to get fucked over with this new Trump tax cut.
Oh my god, this new Trump tax cut is a good thing. Okay, hot take. It's a good thing. I don't want to pay a lot of taxes, actually. Yeah. I'm a capitalist.
That's crazy to me. That's something that I'll never understand.
Yeah, I'll never understand. I'll never understand. Trump is gonna ruin your life. Why do you hate me? I am fighting for the people while I'm holding my gun, preaching anti-gun, while I'm living in a mansion, preaching communism.
I was supposed to get beat up enough in 2020 when we dragged y'all Uhuru. Lol, I'm actually in Singapore, buddy. Crusade.
They've already jumped on that.
Yeah, so this is a guy in Singapore who's Trump is apparently ruining his life.
And are working to get it fixed as we speak.
He said Uhuru. He already got site-wided? Oh, yeah. They already got fucking clapped.
And they immediately got him banned off of Twitch.
Of course they did. They fucking
immediately
told
banned
a Twitch
off
streamer
of Twitch.
that they are going to be hung.
Bam! Immediately banned off the platform.
Hanged.
Don't worry. It gets better. I'm telling you, it gets better. You're not ready. Dead silence.
That I'm excited to meet with them.
All
I'm
right.
excited to speak with them.
He has another statement in a second where he blames this on white supremacy.
Because ultimately my vision for this city is one that includes all of us. And that includes these same business leaders.
Crusade LARPers are so funny. They're similar to leftists who LARP about firebombing a Walmart while being afraid of turning on the camera in a Zoom call. But at least the leftist LARPers pretend they're fighting for a better world. Crusade LARPers are such losers that their entire fantasy is about dying in a battle for a world of losers.
I love how he'll just read something in chat that's just like wildly misrepresenting the other guy. And then he'll find a way to make it even worse.
Or rather, they are also in line with like the government. You know what I mean? They're like, more of this, please.
Huh?
That's what they keep saying. They're like,
right, of course. That's what all the Crusade LARPers are saying. Yes, they're just saying more government. Absolutely. Says a guy who has no idea what he's talking about.
I love that the...
Right, and here comes white supremacy, because that's always the problem.
I love that the government is doing this. More of it, please. I would like more of that.
What?
He said uhuru.
Who are concerned, and I will speak to them about my proposals, my fiscal policy that I've put forward, and ultimately that my vision of this city is one where everyone will thrive. And I think what
he had zero commentary on the video he's playing, by the way,
is incumbent upon me to do over these next many months is to showcase the fact that we're looking to build a coalition, not simply of the New Yorkers who already voted for me, or the ones who will even vote for me in November, but a coalition that looks
he lays his gun down
like the city itself.
Uhuru is a call sign for fucking the Boogaloo Boys movement, the short-lived Boogaloo Boys movement of LARPers who look exactly like that one dipshit that we were looking at, who wear Hawaii t-shirts and fantasize about a race war.
And then he immediately says this guy is a white supremacist. You can't even make this shit up. You can't even make this shit up. He shows an image of a guy on his stream. He threatens him with a gun. He calls him a white supremacist. He says Trump will ruin your life. And now, in his mind, he computes everything that just happened. He threatened a guy with a gun. He doxed the wrong guy. All right? It's all in his mind. Now, here's the craziest part. For the next 4.5 minutes of his stream, he does not say anything. I'm going to play it on 2x speed just to show
and that
you what's
includes
happening.
New Yorkers today have concerns. New Yorkers who have
He
questions.
does not
Ultimately,
say a
I seek to be a
word
mayor
for the
that will
next
actually be there. Who can
4.5
answer those questions. And they even yelled at and
minutes.
take it because, frankly, that's what it means to be a New Yorker. And so I'm excited to have the chance to speak to business
He
leaders. I'm
doesn't
excited to
react.
have a number of conversations
He
where I lay out why I
doesn't
believe in the
say
things that I do
shit.
and how everyone has a role in actually bringing them to fruition.
Are they right to be afraid that you're going to hit them with taxes and regulations that make it significantly harder to do business here?
Look at this.
They're not right to have a fear about the difficulty of doing business in the city. Actually, we put forward a proposal to make it easier, especially for small businesses, to navigate through the bureaucracy of city government, to actually cut fines and fees in half. And
He's
my
not
proposal is to raise the
listening.
state's top corporate tax rate to match that of New Jersey, to raise income taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers by
We'll just mute it because it doesn't matter. But look at this. You could see in his mind, he is not paying any attention for what he's saying. He has no idea what's actually going on. He is just sitting there, bro. The craziest part is he's blaming this all on Uhuru, which is a Star Trek reference, I think. I don't think it's a secret call to white supremacist Nazis. Here, by the way, I'm still playing everything at 2x speed. Here he is, dead silent, just sitting there. In his mind, he's like, oh, fuck, I just threatened a guy with a gun. Oh, shit, that's crazy. And he says immediately, oh, that guy's a white supremacist, Boogaloo boy, Hawaiian shirt, white supremacist. Let's dox him. Hell yeah, dude. And here he keeps going. He has nothing to say. This is still at 2x speed, by the way. We're still at 2x speed, and he has yet to say a word. Malding knows he's getting in the next Nuxtaku is 570 whatever percent fucked. 650 actually, according to the correct tabulation. He still has said nothing. We are still going at 2x speed.
Platform that is not just urgent, but it's feasible and it's grounded in precedent. As you've said about the rent freezes, but also when it comes to making buses faster.
Do you see what's happening? Still silent. He's looking at his phone. He's like, oh shit, oh god, they're coming for me, bro. We're still at 2x speed, by the way. 2x speed. He still has not said a word. Dude, are we on the same page? Look how insane this is, bro. Look how absolutely diabolical this is. The truth makes him mad, true. Here he is, scratching his head, rubbing his beard. By the way, he's going gray. This is a fact. If you look over here, he's clearly going gray. Coping like crazy. He knows he's about to get mega fucked. He knows he is getting probably banned, at least for a day. He knows the next army of articles are going to be here. And he speaks! And he speaks.
Jin? I don't think they have, but...
And
that's when he actually speaks for 2 seconds and he just plays it again. I think this is incredible. He was thinking about how he's 650% fucked. That's what's happening. He did something that he knows is completely and utterly undefensible, and he's silent for 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes, bro. 4.5 minutes. Now, I want to show you how insane this is. Now, he's reacting to Mamdani. All right, this guy over here, the probably next mayor of New York City. Please don't elect this guy. Please, New Yorkers. Now, this guy, he has campaigned for Mamdani. All right, they have quite the relationship, these two retards. The retards of a feather flock together. So let's see what they agree on over here.
Fiscally, if we're talking about the fiscal cost, it costs New York City more than $500,000 a year to incarcerate someone on Rikers. And to put someone in a year of supportive housing, it's about $50,000 a year. right? There is no
You put him in a
incentive.
penthouse for that kind of price.
That's an incredible amount of money.
I feel like I wouldn't do any crimes if I was in a penthouse.
If you had $500,000, it's a lot of money.
If give me the $500,000, I'm not doing crimes. Why? How about we do that? Give criminals $500,000. Is that a good policy?
So his policy is, it costs $500,000 to keep people incarcerated. So instead of that, let's just give the criminal money instead. He won't even do crimes if we reward people for doing crimes.
I'm gonna wait for you to run for mayor to propose that.
Yeah, you do a crime, you're getting $500,000 from me directly. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, very cool, Hasan. Definitely a good shit to be putting on your platform. Absolutely. Running with this guy. Now, to be clear, I wanted to show you this because I think this is diabolical. So, Zoran Mamdani, he supported murdering, in my opinion, a random British soldier that was killed in that was stabbed and almost beheaded in 2013. He supported it because the British military is in the Middle East, so therefore it's just an act of fighting back when a Muslim in England stabs a random soldier. This is another instance of Mamdani fighting to turn New York City into Gotham in real time.
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages.
Violent crime is even used when people are stealing things.
Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing unit in that same dwelling.
Violent crime is even when you burgle somebody's house. What?
So violence is an artificial construction.
Violence is an artificial construction, says Mamdani. Yes, we must empty the prisons immediately.
And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is violence of the highest degree.
Yeah, violence is deporting illegal immigrants that should not be in the country. Now, I want to be clear. This is the reason why I wanted to show this to you today, because I think it's fucking hilarious. Hilarious! Zoran Mamdani identified as a black man on his application to Colombia. Alright, this dude identified as a black man when he applied to Colombia. It is in fact in the New York Times. Ethnic group for Zoran Mamdani, black, non-Hispanic. He is a black man. Black man in trouble. Now, don't worry, guys, because it gets so much better. It's so much better. As you can see, he joins the rest of the Democrats. This is a black man. This is a Native American. Biden, sharp as a tack. We get a woman over here. All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Zoran is fitting in real time. The memes are truly diabolical. Now, here's the funny thing. Now, Zoran's mom was a movie producer. So this is what Zoran had to say about actors in movies.
Because my mother made a film called Mississippi Masala and met my father in the process of it. And at the time, she was looking for funding for that film, and she told the story. It was about a love story between an African-American man and an Indian-Ugandan woman. And she went up to a financier, and he said, where are the white actors in this story?
All right, so clearly the mom made a story, all like diverse cast, a very diverse cast. That was the movie. And the guy was like, yo, are you specifically not having white people?
And she said, don't worry, they'll be the waiters.
And they're having white people as the waiters. The white people are the waiters in the movie to show you how society would be perfect.
And she taught me that if we don't tell our own stories, no one else will.
Wow, so brave, so real, so beautiful. Now, the reason why I wanted to show this to you is because Mamdani identifies as black, non-Hispanic. All right, to be clear, he identifies as black, non-Hispanic. But the really funny thing is, this is something that they found, something of an interview of Zoran. There was something of an interview of his on the street. Look at this black man.
What are you? Are you Arab, Indian? What are you? You look ambiguous. You look weird. You look weird. What the fuck are you?
I'm an Indian, Ugandan, New Yorker.
Okay, so you're African American.
All right, so someone says, so you're African American.
So would you claim the African American status like Elon Musk?
No, I would not.
Why not?
He says, no, I would not claim African American status, except, oh wait, you already did.
African, but you're African, right? I knew you grew up there.
I am.
Your middle name is Kwame.
I am. I'm proud to be Ugandan. But,
okay.
But I think that is misleading.
And whether Indian...
It's misleading to identify as an African American, he says.
And what are you? Are you Arab?
Pretty weird, so very misleading stuff. I can't believe how misleading it is. Now, to be clear, to show you how funny this is, because this is the funniest shit in the world, not only did he fake his race and call himself black, And not only was his father a professor in Columbia, he was rejected anyway. I'm sorry, that's diabolical. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have gone. That's too far, it's too mean. Now, the reason why I wanted to show this to you is because this guy is literally actually doing the Hasan Piker playbook. Don't worry, I didn't forget about Hasan. We are still sitting pretty in Hasan Piker 650% fucked, because you see, there's another reason why Hasan likes him so much. Allow me to introduce you to Hasan Piker, or as I like to call him, Schrodinger's Muslim.
It's even more funny because you literally never say you're not white. I know. I always say I'm white.
He always says he's white.
And it's very funny because, like, obviously, whiteness is a socio-political construct that is subject to change depending on who's saying it, depending on how they're saying it, depending on what their background is, depending on who's the one who is receiving that statement, right? And there's no better indication of this reality than like a bunch of fucking racist losers consistently deciding whether I'm white or not, depending on the moment, if it suits their argument better or not. You know?
All right, so to be clear though, let's not forget.
It's even more funny because you literally never say you're not white. I know. I always say I'm white.
He always says he's white, okay? Just like Zoran. He always says he's white. Well, except for in this clip.
Equivalent of like a Nazi going to a Holocaust museum, like to whitewash their sentiment. Like that's what they were saying. I love hearing from white Americans about how to combat Islamophobia. As a Muslim guy,
As a Muslim guy. Okay, so here he's a Muslim guy. All right, what about this clip? All right, what about this one? Here, is he white or is he a Muslim? No one knows.
I'm Muslim.
He's Muslim. Yes, he has sex in brothels and ditty parties with children, maybe. Maybe he, who knows? You know, he sleeps around, he pays for sex, he dated prostitutes. Yeah, but he's your average Muslim. He is your average Muslim. He's based.
Turkish. I'm a white guy, but, you know, my name is Hasan, right?
Yeah, he's all of the things. I am all of the things, all of the above. Now, it is actually hilarious, in my opinion. In my opinion, it is absolutely fucking hilarious. Like, you could belly laugh at how similar the business strategies of these two guys are. These are two Nepo babies. Two people whose parents are multi-millionaires, okay? His mom was a movie producer. His dad was a professor in Columbia. Hasan's mom was, I don't know what she did, but his dad is a billionaire from Turkey. His uncle runs a gigantic leftist show, The Young Turks. I am not even shitting. I am not even kidding. Like, they are both unbelievable cosplayers. They're both white and black and Muslim all at the same time. They both support Islamic extremists that are executing gay people, and they both support the LGBT community. All right, they are actually Schrodinger's Muslims. They are diabolical retards. And honestly, I think that the more clips like this we have of terrorists actively calling out their support for Hasan, the more times you have like Hasan raising guns, threatening random people on stream, the more time Hasan denies the actual tragedies that happen and supports terrorist organizations that just murdered 12 American aid workers. Like, holy shit. I say Operation Let Them Speak keeps happening, and more people are realizing this. So this is an AI Asmongold video, and something pretty crazy here happens. This is supposed to be Asmongold, and this is supposed to be Tectone. All right, so
there's someone that hates Hasan as much as anyone.
God damn it, not him.
Boys, we are looking for a blue Jew.
Oh, God.
I've heard stories that he was down here.
Oh, no.
Most of them because he was too powerful to be unleashed.
That's it, he's in there.
Oh, Hasan! Hasan! Hasan!
I'm coming for you, my
Bro, that's wrong!
You're 1,000% fucked now.
Oh my God, that's diabolical.
Listen, Nux,
oh,
the
what
other
is
dudes,
that?
They think this is a mistake. However, I think your hate boner for Hasan will be the secret weapon we need.
Oh.
Well, this is what it takes to win.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I am so fucking, it's over. I'm out. You know, I'm done. Yeah, anyway, Hasan Piker, you are in fact 650% fucked. That's crazy. I'll see you in the next one, gamers. Yeah, this dude's a retard, and we'll keep cooking this fraud every single day whenever he does something retarded. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.